Thank you very much for joining us despite your busy schedule. Now we are going to hold a joint press conference by Yamato Holdings, Sustainable Shared Transport, and Fujitsu. My name is Sakamoto. I will serve as the MC. Today, I have distributed handouts. If you have not obtained them, and please contact the staff nearby. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to introduce today's speakers. First, the president of Yamato Holdings, Mr. Yutaka Nagao. Sustainable Shared Transport President, Shigeyuki Takano. And CEO of Fujitsu, Mr. Takahito Tokita. The three speakers for today's joint press conference. I would like to share with you the procedure of today's press conference. First, Mr. Nagao of Yamato Holdings, then Mr. Tokita of Fujitsu, and Mr. Takano of SST. They are going to speak. Each of them will speak, and then there will be a talk session and a question and answer session. And please be reminded the questions you may be able to raise for the Q&A session will be restricted to the content of today's press conference. And then for other questions, the external communications staff will respond to them. The press conference will be over around 11 o'clock, and there will be a photo session and schedule afterwards. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to invite Mr. Nagao. He is going to talk about sustainability transformation by the Yamato Group. Over to you, Mr. Yamato. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Nagao of Yamato Holdings. I would like to briefly talk about the launch of the service involving SST. Many large turnout. Thank you very much. At the outset, I would like to share with you the motivation and the background information and the issues we have been trying to address. These are the ones I would like to talk about as part of the introduction. Needless to say, the home delivery service is being provided called Takyubin by Yamato Group. We have a nationwide network of logistics. And not only individual customers, but also individual logistics needs are also met by our services. In 1 year time, this Takyubin service will celebrate the 50th anniversary. That means we have been rooted in each community, and so that in order to respond to a variety of needs of customers in each community, that's the way we handle our business. Needless to say, there are series and myriad of issues to address in the business and social issues as well. So those issues, how they are going to be addressed in order to benefit our business. That's what's being required of our business. This is the vision of our company. Through delivery, we have to make contribution and to enrich our society. And that is the vision we have been sticking to. And in our efforts, we have this medium-term management plan and the Sustainable Transformation 2030. We are now closing the first year. Starting with the innovation, we are going to face a series of issues and how those issues are going to be transformed into business opportunities. That's what we are capturing in the midterm management plan. As you can see, this is a diagram of our strategy. The Takyubin business that belongs to the base domain, And then going forward, a growth domain. That is a business targeting and customers, company customers. This is called CL Global Business. And then, in addition to them, through these activities, we have faced a myriad of social issues, and those social issues need to be transformed into business opportunities. That means a new domain. So we are going to expand opportunities in the new domain. That's what we are trying and to leverage on. One of the examples I would like to share with you today. This is called the factory to produce the community future. This was reported in the media reports. This is about Okushiri Island in Hokkaido. Several years ago, Satsudora Holdings, which is headquartered in Sapporo, Hokkaido. It is a drugstore chain operator, and we are collaborating with it so that our offices, branch offices in the region and in the community, and they are living in Okushiri City. So those employees have witnessed a decline in the number of shops and stores. Therefore, the company tries and to think of a way to make contribution into the development of the community. As you can see in those photographs, you may not be able to recognize they are related to our business or offices. And we have received some items from Satsudora Holdings, and those things can be purchased at our branch offices. And in the center, you can see the truck, which is a mobile store. The refrigerators and freezers are located inside. So the commodities and items can be shipped and delivered directly to the communities. And then that this is loaded with the refrigerators and the freezers. Therefore, the customers will be able to select what they want to purchase. This, I think, is one way we face the communities, as well as how the business can be developed into a more sustainable one. At the same time, for the betterment of the environment, we have been making continuous efforts. In 2011, EVs were started to be introduced in a full-fledged manner, starting from 2020. That is a full-fledged deployment of EVs. In the initial stage, German EVs were imported. However, in 2020, we are now relying on OEM manufacturers in Japan to pay attention and to our needs, and they are trying to supply EVs to us. And these efforts are now being accelerated. And in those efforts, we are trying to deploy more EVs, but at the same time, for the past several years, EV trucks were introduced by our efforts. In the process, we made a series of errors, and we have accumulated different experiences. And what kind of energy needs to be procured? We have to put in place and storage facilities, how they should be deployed. So we have accumulated the different experiences. And this kind of accumulated knowledge can be used for other players. And we are trying to offer EV lifecycle service as a package service into those potential customers. And then also, in addition to that, the procurement of the natural energy. This is being led by Yamato Energy Management. It is a new company. Not only face up the community needs, we have to put them into specific business practices. And starting from spring last year, we have started the air freight services. The cargo space is being reduced because of the smaller size of the aircraft. And then we also have the 2024 issue, And that gives us a difficult position in terms of long-haul transportation. Therefore, we have put in place and deployed this kind of dedicated freight aircraft. This is also another effort to face up community needs. And today, that SST has launched this new service. A sustainable supply chain needs to be constructed. For that goal, you can see, as it says in this slide, the pallet transportation. The standardized the delivery service and should be offered on this open platform, which is extremely important. Several years ago, starting from several years ago, SIP program was launched by the Cabinet Office, which is a strategic innovation promotion program. We have been involved in this SIP program. Fujitsu was our partner in this initiative. So the social deployment is going to be implemented in this way with the support of SST. Truly, I hope that Mr. Tokita and Mr. Takano are going to make presentations on this initiative, and I hope that you look forward to our future development. Thank you very much.
Mr. Nagao, thank you very much. Next, let me introduce Mr. Takahito Tokita, CEO of Fujitsu Limited, for his presentation titled Sustainable Supply Chain Through Cross-Industry Data Linkage. Mr. Tokita, please. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Tokita from Fujitsu. Thank you very much for joining us today despite your very busy schedule. Thank you for your participation. We believe that the transformation of logistics is extremely important for making social and economic activities more resilient, and I'd like to talk about the platform that we offer. So this is a three-company collaboration, and as we embark upon this importance of technology, I know that you are fully aware of the importance of technologies. But first of all, I would like to talk about the initiatives that we have embarked upon. So this is Fujitsu's purpose. Make the world more sustainable by building trust in society through innovation. So this is the purpose that we set at Fujitsu. So with this, Fujitsu, through our business activities and through all of our activities, we define all of our activities in order to achieve this purpose. So to achieve this purpose, we have defined the areas of our materiality that are essential to our contribution and important issues to us. Mainly, they are related to solving social and global environmental issues, developing a digital society, and improving people's well-being. So these are the three focus areas of our activities and the areas of materiality. And surrounding them, we have been working on various business issues: climate change, carbon neutrality, promoting responsible supply chains, and promoting a good working environment and resolving labor shortages. So these are the issues that we have taken up as part of our business activities. And such complex and wide-ranging social issues cannot be solved by a single company in a single industry. It is complex, wide-ranging. We cannot solve them only by ourselves, and I'm sure that you understand this complexity. So as the business of Fujitsu and as a business model, we have launched Fujitsu Uvance as a model for solving social issues, and are working together to solve these issues by combining our technology with the strengths of our customers in various industries. They are to be integrated so that we can work on these difficult and complex social issues together. So Fujitsu Uvance So Fujitsu Uvance connects companies and organizations on the same data utilization platform, and we are offering this service to various companies altogether. So this is to circulate and utilize data across industries and create new unprecedented business models so that we can make significant contribution. So this is what we offer to establish this the platform. And in this initiative by SST, this is the perfect embodiment of this idea by offering our platform. Next, I will explain about the open platform for logistics and commerce. Usually, various companies from different industries are involved in the supply chain. But due to the lack of sufficient data sharing, they face the challenge of making the entire supply chain more efficient. So, to solve these problems, it is essential to build an open platform where structures and mechanisms are standardized and anyone can participate. It is important to establish such foundation. And to solve these problems, the mechanisms shall be standardized. Anyone shall be able to participate, and the data distribution shall be done in a safe manner on the foundation and platform. It is the essential to have such platform. And by flexibly connecting shippers and transportation companies on this platform, it becomes possible to build a more sustainable supply chain. Fujitsu will support this open platform with our technology and link data in the logistics and commercial distribution fields, thereby contributing to improving corporate productivity, securing transportation and distribution capacity in supply chain management, and reducing GHG emissions. The goal is to realize a physical internet where multiple companies across industries can share logistics vehicles and bases and connect the flow of goods through optimal routes. We believe that various values will be created on this new platform, effectively utilizing data. Fujitsu is building an open platform for joint transportation provided by SST. During the launch, we will be contributing in particular to these three areas. First, from the left, is the standardization of logistics and trade data. Until now, data optimization has been done individually by each industry and each company, but there was a proliferation of data formats with various definitions. Fujitsu is working on logistics as part of the Cabinet Office Strategic Innovation Promotion Program, SIP, mentioned earlier, and we are contributing to the development of standardization guidelines. By complying with this, data with different definitions can be automatically processed on this platform, and this will facilitate the exchange of information among the companies. This reduces the workload and the cost required for delivery. Second is securing data reliability with blockchain. To control access to data and improving security and guarantee the reliability. For example, data may not be shared between competing companies via the platform. If data is to be shared, the company that owns the data should be able to set access permissions. This prevents unauthorized access and falsification of data. Ensuring efficient and secure data management, we will be building a system that allows us to communicate among the companies. And the third is to utilize collected data and AI to improve the efficiency of vehicles, warehouses, and workers. And the aim is to maximize assets related to transportation and the logistics. For example, in terms of data utilization, combining information from multiple shippers and logistics companies will greatly contribute to creating optimal transportation and delivery plans. Furthermore, by utilizing AI in the future, we will support advanced decision-making on various themes such as optimal combination of transportation methods, efficient use of warehouse space, and improved work productivity. So this accelerates the speed of enhanced decision-making. Finally, I'd like to explain about our future prospect. In the future, we would like to combine this open platform with data integration platforms from other industries to build a wide-ranging cross-industry data integration system and contribute to solving more social issues. There are various issues that we must address in cooperation with Yamato Holdings and SST to optimize the entire supply chain. But not just the transportation companies and the delivery companies, but also the shippers themselves need to change their way of thinking and change their behavior. In addition to contributing to solving problems, Fujitsu is also using this joint transportation and delivery service as a shipper company as well. And we will take the measures required by the shipper. Through many years of business, we have knowledge of various industries. And we also have a rich customer base and a track record of leading various industry standardization projects. We will create new value by combining this knowledge with digital technologies such as cybersecurity, data utilization, and AI to contribute to solving issues related to supply chain. We expect many companies to support and participate in this open platform, and we will work together with Yamato Holdings and SST. Thank you very much for your attention. Thank you for your listening.
Mr. Tokita, thank you. Next, I would like to introduce Mr. Takano of SST. The topic he's going to talk about is a joint transportation and delivery platform supporting sustainable business supply chains. Over to you, Mr. Takano. This is Takano. Thank you for taking time for me. I would like to share with you SST some business. What SST envisions is to offer alternative and service into the current commercial cargo system operated by chartered trucks. In this business domain, we would like to offer a viable option combining physical and digital platforms, easy to use and platform. So how this is going to be materialized? With regard to the logistic operations, for example, palletized consolidated transport, relayed transport that frees the truck drivers from many hours driving, and on-time operations on truck lines. With these systems in place, the operation can be standardized for the purpose of improved efficiency. And that is a new world we would like to create. And with regard into the digital aspect, as Mr. Tokita was talking about, this has to be related into SIP in program or the logistics information to be standardized because the data are discrete for each company. Therefore, if we are going to able to standardize them, it would be more preferable in addition into the secured safety of the data. At the same time, what is the vision we are going to create with regard to the commercial distribution and data or order placement data? They are not linked with the logistic information or data. So what means by this is that it is difficult and to identify which cargo is located in what place or truck. Therefore, that results in detailed product inspection. And the digital data can be unified in the standard form. Then that would also result in the improved efficiency of the whole process. And starting this February, what we are going to achieve, I would like to share with you this system or the joint transportation and delivery system. First, this is the shipper reservation and screened. You will be able to get it on the screen. And the upper half represents the user, data like delivery date and place of departure and destination. And then you will get in the lower half of the screen, you will be able to see the list of available transportation routes. And this is just like similar to the train route search on the internet. And the user can select and books a route that most fits the needs. Another example I would like to share with you is SST operation management and screening. On what date and what time and how the pallet is available, this kind of data can be centrally monitored so you can see the data real time. And then it is very difficult for the user to book a truck. But once this is done, the cargo will be shipped securely. And in this way, and starting this February, what we are going to achieve, as you can see on this slide or screen on the left-hand side, starting from April, Yamato Group's resources have been leveraged on. And this is going to be officially launched and starting this February. Starting from Miyagi to Fukuoka, we have routes linking these regions, and 16 the large heavy-duty trucks are in operation. And then that any customer can choose any pallet for shipment and delivery. And as you can see, those are 7 locations. If the user wishes to transport in the local area, we are going to have a partnership with the local logistic partners. And so we are going to leverage on multimodal approach using, for example, JR Cargo and ocean ferries. Lastly, the purpose of SST is making Japan's logistics sustainable through joint transportation and delivery. And as you can see on the left-hand side, the logistics services that supported Japan's economy for long, but going forward, they are going to be transformed. The shippers choosing a more sustainable logistics service. As you can see in the lower half, we are going to help solve the 2 social problems: a shortage of logistics personnel and the reduction of greenhouse gases. And SST proposes this joint transportation and delivery built on the shipping logistics operating partnership as a viable solution.
Mr. Takano, thank you very much. Next, we would like to have a talk session in order to have the more in-depth analysis of about the project that has just been introduced. We are going to set up the stage, so please wait for a few moments. Thank you. During the talk session today, we have Mr. Masashi Onozuka, who is a partner from Roland Berger, who will be serving as the moderator during the talk session. Mr. Onozuka has been providing a wide range of consulting services on the growth strategy as well as the development of the new business, mainly in the area of logistics and supply chain. So with that as his background, he's going to moderate the talk session today. Now, the presenters, please come up to the stage. Now, we'd like to start the talk session. And I'd like to hand the microphone to Mr. Onozuka. Mr. Onozuka, over to you. Thank you very much. And gentlemen, thank you very much for your presentations. It was a very exciting project that you have just introduced. Thank you. So during this talk session, as was introduced earlier, well, my name is Onozuka from Roland Berger, and I would like to moderate this session. And there are certain questions that probably many of the listeners are interested in asking these three gentlemen. So first of all, talking about the crisis related to logistics, well, last year we faced the so-called 2024 issues, which was taken up by various media. So related to this, the logistics issues that we experience, problem that we experienced last year in 2024. First of all, I'd like to ask this question to Mr. Nagao, President Nagao of Yamato Holdings. I'd like to ask you, first of all, about your idea. Yes, this 2024 problem, it is not over yet. It is still ongoing. This issue is what we are witnessing today as well. But it is not that we needed to take action only in 2024. A few years prior to 2024, transport companies and also the shippers as well were aware of this, and we made a lot of preparations for 24. So far we have not experienced a lot of the confusion, but the volume shipped by trucks is not increasing so much. So we are keeping the balance right now. But in the transportation company using trucks, truck drivers, they are getting older in age. Those the drivers at the age of 50 or higher account for more than 50% of the total driver population. So in that sense, we need to take the similar actions and continue to take actions to solve this issue. So the initiatives by SST may be a small start, but I hope it will expand in size going forward. And I think it is quite meaningful. Thank you very much.
Well, it is not a finished issue, and that is because of that, this kind of initiative, SST's initiative, gains more importance. And what I would like to ask additional question through SST program that you have decided to partner with the Fujitsu. I just would like to know about the reason, the conclusion. As I briefly touched upon in my own presentation, the SIP program launched by the Cabinet Office, which means a Strategic Innovation Promotion Program, and the Smart Logistics and Service in particular. That was a focal point. And I think it was SIP, the second stage in 2018, we participated in this initiative. And through this initiative, we happened to partner with the Fujitsu. For the past several years, throughout this SIP initiative, there were a series of proposals and initiatives that were launched. And so the final report was also compiled with the support of our efforts. When it comes to this SIP, we cannot finish our initiative with the end of SIP. Instead of that, how social deployment is going to be achieved is an issue. Therefore, about several years ago, Mr. Takano, who is being seated in the center, I have been talking to him with regard to their initiatives about the joint transportation and delivery, how they are going to be materialized. I offered a proposal to start a small-sized project. And finally, this initiative is now in the launch stage. As Mr. Tokita presented in his own presentation, not only logistic players would not be able to finish the task. And with the support of Fujitsu, we are now able to focus on the standardization of the commercial distributions. And that is the starting point, which I find very important.
Thank you very much. So in the previous presentation, Mr. Nagao as well as Mr. Tokita talked about the SIP being the foundation of this initiative. So I think this is the extension of what you discussed during the SIP. So I'd like to ask Mr. Tokita, as a digital company, how Fujitsu is to contribute to this initiative? Thank you very much for the question. Yes, indeed. At the SIP, Yamato Holdings took an initiative and leadership in solving this problem. Fujitsu, on a global basis, well, there is a packed program in WBCSD, and we provided the platform, and also in Japan, we also did so for the data activities, and also each transportation companies, chemicals companies, data utilization platform was launched with them. So this is the culmination of all of these activities that we have been engaged in the past. So it is the great pleasure that we were invited to this project. And also our purpose says that we are going to create a sustainable world. And we need to realize that. And Fujitsu Uvance will be utilized as the business model. This perfectly fits into our Fujitsu Uvance concept as well. So we are very proactive in the providing support to this project. So as was mentioned earlier, more than ever, the utilization of data will become important. And as the management, we will be tested whether we will be able to fully utilize the data. And we will also face the labor shortage. Enhancement of the productivity is also necessity. Standardization, automation, and also leading edge digital technology, including AI, of course. We need to be very proactive and how to work on these areas. And this is what the world expects us to do so. And this is the place where we can display our capability, which is wonderful to us.
Thank you very much. I think by doing so, it would benefit the logistics industry as well. So this kind of joint activities, they are now expanding, but still individualized efforts are still dominant and not deployed across the industry. Therefore, when it comes to this point, what is going to be the issues and to be addressed in expanding this kind of initiative in the industry? Mr. Takano, over to you. Right. The joint transportation and delivery, it is making headway, but still the individual companies are doing, but how they are going to partner with. And not only the logistic, but also it relates into the whole industry. It is not only a matter of just one part to be switched, and including the cost. The cost wise, relatively, it's a big issue. Therefore, for that reason, SST has been repeating our proposal that the standardized platform should be in place. By offering this kind of a common platform, that the participants will be easily access this kind of initiative, and that would transform the society as well as the industry. And in order to expand this kind of initiative, Fujitsu's I think initiative is going to make an important contribution. Mr. Tokita, so would you please elaborate on that aspect once again? Fujitsu is a technology company, so the technology is something that needs to be utilized. Otherwise, the users would not be able to understand the benefits. Therefore, synergetic effects are going to be extremely important in this kind of a joint initiative. There are two important points. The first one is that the standardization and automation, these are the keywords we're talking about. From the viewpoint of the customers and users, I think their behavioral change is extremely important as well. We are not offering the technology alone, but we are also shippers as well in these initiatives. And so our behavior is going to be tested. Sustainable platform is going to be maintained. Needless to say, the individualized standards, instead of them, we have to pursue the common grand goal, that is standardization, which is extremely important. The second point is that the whole supply chain and should be established as a fully sustainable one. This kind of understanding should be shared. Our company has a purpose, and each company has its own vision and the purposes. So how we are going to make contributions to the grand vision, and that is also extremely important.
Thank you very much. So today, this is the press conference to introduce the start of our SST business and service. So since May, the company was established, and since then, what kind of progress has been made so far, Mr. Takano? Yes, this is the partly overlap with what I presented earlier, but as the logistics service, it started in April together with Yamato, and we have a network of the logistics with 16 trucks. So we are going to expand up to 40, 50 trucks going forward. But together with Fujitsu at the MD, we also received the certification from the ministries in the field of logistics and transportation. So that is what we have done in terms of the size of the network. Secondly, about the shippers. Well, a number of shippers have asked us to work for them and receive their cargo. And what is typical is that the 3, 4, 5 trucks they secured the number of trucks in order to keep the certain margin available to them. But they will be more efficient by switching to SST. That will go down to the cost, and also the CO2 emission will be lower, so it's going to be more sustainable. So these are what we can offer to the shippers. And the 1st of February. What's going to change for SST? Well, Yamato Holdings and Yamato Groups are corporate customers, as was mentioned by Mr. Nagao. Well, there is many contact point with Yamato-san, the customers. So the local customers, they will find it easier to fully utilize our services, and even when they're located in the local communities. So that is what's going to change from the February.
Thank you very much. The logistic industry is paying a very important attention to that. What is the response from the industry? Logistic players are being presented with our proposal. And for example, the trunk line delivery, B2B routes, for those employers that they can find the benefits of our service. And so we can partner with them. And local players, the local truck delivery service operators, they are also involved. I think 1,600 the truck drivers and operators are now being partnered with. So there should be a division of labor among all the players involved. And we have received positive responses from every player. Not only the shipper, but also the logistic operators. It is quite valuable and favorable response. Thank you very much. Well, we have run out of time for this talk session. The sustainable supply chain needs to be established, and that is the theme of SST. So going forward, I just would like to invite each speaker to make a comment. The first, Nagao-san.
Yes, standardization in the logistics and transportation is the important keyword here. Standardization and make it open. And SST is the first step towards that goal. So as for Yamato Holdings Group, we would like to provide support to this initiative.
Thank you. As a technology company, I'm Mr. Tokita. Well, the culmination of our efforts, but this is also just a start. So from the viewpoint of technology, AI agent, the first year of the AI agent, therefore how AI is going to be fully utilized for this service. And going forward, the quantum computing and technology is also going to be used in order to maximize the efficiency of routing. And these technologies are going to be incorporated in this service. It is just a start instead of a culmination.
And the start of the SST business. And Mr. Takano, you are president of SST, so please give us your closing comment. Yes, once again, I'd like to express my deep appreciation for your attendance today. So the SST business will be starting officially from February, and I'd like to express my appreciation for your support. One message I'd like to give you, I may be repeating myself, but the feature of our activities is that we offer open platform to shippers, to the logistics companies, big and small. Well, it is available to all the other parties, and it is easy to use. And that is the intention. We are just starting. We are baby, but together with you, we would like to grow this business so that we will be able to contribute to solving the social issues. I ask for your support. Thank you very much. So the shippers and also transportation companies, this is something that all of them want as a platform. And to this logistics industry can benefit from this. And also this is the blood flow of Japanese economy, that is logistics. And this will also contribute to enhancement of the competitiveness of Japanese economy. Thank you very much. So I'd like to give my microphone to the moderator. Thank you very much. This ends the talk session. Thank you very much.